that demand to say we can vape everywhere because it's safe, because the British government lies. I don't like to say that. I'm English and it upsets me a bit, but they lie to the whole world about this subject, and I want to go into that in some detail. So in 2015, this announcement appeared on the Public Health England UK government website. Electronic cigarettes are 95% safer than tobacco. For a small country, the UK, it had a big impact around the world. So you see the electronic cigarette stores appearing, and they have signs outside saying 95% safer, or safer than tobacco. British government said so. They did the studies, it's proven. This is an excerpt from an article published in The Lancet, which is one of the leading medical journals in the world. And it questioned that 95% safer. And it looked at the 113-page report by Public Health England and said, you know what, you're basing your statement that is affecting the entire world on one study made by about 12 scientists, many of whom aren't really involved in tobacco, and they guessed. They just took a guess about how toxic electronic cigarettes are. And the scientists in the study actually said, they wrote, we have no hard evidence of what we're saying is correct. This is the paper, the estimating harm of nicotine that is being published as 95% safer. These are the individuals who wrote it. Dockrell, Martin Dockrell is the director of ASH, which is the campaign against smoking in the UK. They're all directly connected to e-cigarette industry, tobacco, Philip Morris, Global Tobacco Nicotine Forum, they are paid by them. Euroswiss Health is not a health company, it's a lobby company for the tobacco industry. British American Tobacco, so they're all in the pay of the industry. So over the years, there's been a massive increase in vaping from about 7 million all the way up to 41, 42 million. A huge increase since this product has really hit the market. Now, I'm hitting you with a lot of political stuff, but this is all part of the reprogramming of an acceptance of these products as normal in the world. Okay. So we see a big demand for this. This is not flash drive, USB stick, it's an electronic cigarette, but it looks like a flash drive. That's part of the digital addiction from this age. Technical addiction to gadgets. We train our babies to have these toy mobile phones. Schools train them to have all the gadgets. Everything is high tech. Maths you have to do online. You can't do it on pen and paper and a book anymore. You know, it's seriously wrong. And teenagers trust technology because they grow up with high tech. And so they just presume it's okay. The purpose of this Juul was to wipe out the tobacco industry, so they say, the founders, and we'll look at that in a minute, and have everybody on this electronic cigarette in the United States and other parts of the world. This is the problem, that the children who use this don't know it contains nicotine. 63% don't know the product always contains nicotine. Not all electronic cigarettes do, but most do. Okay. And there's something special about Juul's nicotine, which we'll look at. This is from the patent for the nicotine salt. They have a nicotine salt, not a nicotine liquid, and it's a very important difference. The top curve is a standard cigarette nicotine hit into the blood. This lowest one is a standard e-cigarette, not Juul. This curve is Juul's nicotine hit. It is a huge amount of nicotine compared to your average electronic cigarette. This is why children are getting so addicted to this product. It's a nicotine salt. But they are being sued, Juul, by teenagers, well, by the parents of teenagers who are addicted to their product. And this product's liability action arises out of the design, manufacturing, and distribution of Juul e-cigarettes and their pods, which contain 3 times more nicotine than is necessary to satisfy the nicotine cravings of an adult smoker, and deliver these extreme doses of nicotine in an aerosoled vapor that is intentionally designed to taste like candy. As dangerous as smoking. So I wanted to quote again this wonderful professor, Stanton Glantz. 2 years ago, I would say that electronic cigarettes are 25% as dangerous as tobacco. Now I think they're 3/4 to as dangerous as a cigarette. There you have it. Completely different view to the British. I'm siding with this man because he knows what he's talking about, and he isn't corrupt. The National Academy of Sciences were asked by the FDA, because of Juul, to do a complete survey of the literature, 800 papers. This is just the headlines. They found that if you vape, you will go to tobacco. The risk is heightened that you'll go to tobacco, 6 times more likely, 4 times more likely you will try a cigarette. I wanted to mention this man, Alan Carr. He smoked 100 cigarettes a day. And he tried every method to quit, but couldn't do it. Couldn't do it until somebody told him, you're an addict. You're addicted to nicotine. You're a drug addict. And that unlocked the brainwashing in his mind about smoking. And he quit, boom, just like that. And then he told his friends, and they quit. And then suddenly, people were calling him, can you help, can you help, can you help? And so he began his process of teaching people how to quit immediately. Third-hand vaping is now beginning to be spoken about. That the vapor is it's like a liquid, so it will stay on your clothing, on your skin, in your hair. And if your child, you go out and you vape because you don't want to see your children see you vape in the house. You go outside, come back in. You've still got the toxins over your body. Give your child a hug. They get those toxins, and those can be absorbed into the skin.